How's it going, guys? I am Folkerman, your local brick build historian, wearing a Red Baron Hawaiian shirt. Now, as you can tell, this is not a usual video. Today, I am going to do a top 10 Brickmania kits, of all things. Really, the only other person to do a top 10 of Brickmania kits is Shy Time Is My Time. And he's the one who kind of gave me the idea. I mean, I had it in my head, but it was him that made me think, like, oh, I should do something like that, and I should do something for it with something special, like, say, reaching 100 subscribers, which, thank you very much, because triple digits was never in my mind. It was something that kind of just happened, and I'm very thankful for it. So thank you to all of you who have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know, you can if you want. I'm not going to pressure you. There's no money coming in for me. It's just a fun thing for me to do, since I kind of already have a job, and you know, this is something that's just fun for me and not really in it for the money. But these are the top 10 Brickmania kits that I currently have. So I'm filming this November 8th of 2020. So this is probably one of those videos I'm going to have to update and keep track on. So this is probably going to change a lot. But I do have quite a few kits already. So it was kind of hard to narrow it down to just 10. I have like 15 of them on this list I have over here. And even then, it was really difficult to narrow it down just to the 10. But I did. So yeah, let's dive in. So the very first one we have, number 10, the Messerschmitt BF109 G6 version. This one is made by Cody Ocell, 2017, I think. I don't have the box for this, I don't think. Oh, no, I do. Yeah, I do. But something about this I like a little better than the current one that they're selling on the website right now, especially having this spiral sticker. It doesn't really spin with the propeller, unfortunately, but I mean, it's just a beautiful plane, especially the color scheme all around it. Really, the only pain in the butt was these white Balkenkreuz stickers, but other than that, beautiful plane. Wonderful stickers and prints on here, especially the supercharger intake and these bulbs for the MG131s. Wonderful. So this one is number 10 on my list that I currently have, and I don't know why. It's just something about just having a BF109 that is so wonderful to me. So number 10, BF109 G6, 2017, I believe. Number 9, the IL2 or the Illusion IL2 Stermovic. This one I still need to do a video on, but I might as well show you guys that I do have it. This is the one I bought from the vault. I think this is the first or second vault that this was on there, and you know, I saw it, just couldn't pass it up. It's a Stermovic. It's one of the most amazing aircraft. You know, the stories that you'd hear from it, like the pilots like flying in and not allowing to come back until they like got rid of all their ammo, whether it's bombs or the 12.7 millimeter. Like, the stories behind this thing is just amazing. And you know, it's called a flying tank for a reason, because like, just holding it right now is beefy. This is a very beefy aircraft, and you know, it's gaudy, it's got weight, like just an amazing aircraft. The landing gear is very strong. It's got these kind of like hydraulic pieces on it. You got of course, the guns and pitot tube. The perfect, like, just look of the Stermovic, and an amazing little tail wheel design. This was the second of the Soviet aircraft I obtained. The first one being the Yak-3. Unfortunately, that didn't make the list, but either way, amazing aircraft. Number 8 on the list, the 2020 Panzer III F. So this one I also did a video on, along with the BF-109. And something about this tank I just love. Like, the prints on it, like you have the sight vents on each side. You have the turret number all on the slopes here, and on the back with the container bin. You have the Bokenkreuz on the back. You have the prints for the vents on the engine deck. Prints on all these road wheels instead of using rubber. Prints on the transmission hatches. Just everywhere. And it's honestly just so much work was put into this to make it such a wonderful little tank. And hopefully if someone like Dan sees this, highly doubt it, but if he does, I want to have a Panzer IV version of this to have right alongside it, because or Stug. Actually, I'll take the Stug first. But yeah, like, all the little attentions to details on this thing is just amazing, and just a wonderful little tank. Not really that it's kind of a little more expensive due to the fact that it's got all these prints on it, but I mean, it's a tank, and it's just a wonderful little thing. Just so cute. So detailed, so much detail put into one little tank. I just really enjoy it so much. So my number 8 on the list. Number 7, the KA52 Alligator. And yes, it comes as advertised. The first time I saw Dan's Instagram story doing this, I knew I gotta figure out how the heck he did this, because like, it's just one shaft going up and down. I'm like, how in the world do you get that with Lego? And the only way you're gonna know is if you buy the kit. It's a little pricey, a little bit on the pricey side, so not everyone will be able to enjoy it, but it is so cool just watching it spin over around and around and around, and having the contra rotating rotor. Like, I just love it. It is just beautiful. It's amazing. It's just a wonderful kit, and just taking the time to spin it is so mesmerizing, so fun. I just can't get enough of this thing. It is wonderful, but it's number 7 for me. There's a few more that top my list, but just this function alone puts it in the top 10, and I've only had it for like a day. I literally just built this yesterday, and oh Lord, it's a lot of fun. It's a little challenging to build. There are some pieces in there that are like a little difficult if you're a little new to the building game, but other than that, my only complaint would be the fact that these pins in here can easily go inside the body, but fun aircraft. I really do enjoy it a lot. Number 6 matches my shirt, coincidentally enough. Number 6 is the Fokker 1 Red Baron. I need to do a video on this one So hopefully I can get that in. I have this and the Hollywood edition, so eventually I'll make that video. This video is pretty easy to make because, well, you can see me instead of me clearing out my little filming area. So but it's the Red Baron. Of course the Red Baron is gonna, like, he's an icon, he's a legend. There's no one like the Red Baron. And you know, just having a little personification of him, even if it's Lego, is a must for anyone who's into military history, especially military aviation history, especially someone who's got a Hawaiian shirt with the Red Baron on it. An absolute must, a necessity. And it's number 6 because it's the Red Baron, dude. The Red Baron. As we crack into the top 5, number 5 is the Tiger 131. Now, the Tiger is my first tank I bought. This one specifically, the 131. And then I went and bought another Tiger. If you watched my video, you'd see that. But something about the 131 is that much more special. The fact that the inside is fully kitted out. You got the radio bin, radio in the gunner's position here. You've got a Maybach engine in the back. It's just a wonderful, wonderful kit. You can look at it and it's like, there it is. Not that hard to, it's not easy to miss. It's just a wonderful piece. You can set on anywhere you want, and like you don't even need to have like other Lego kits around it for it to make sense. You know, sometimes you need to have like me. If I have like American planes, I would like to have other American planes next to it to make it seem like, okay, this guy's got a bunch of American planes. But something about Tiger 131 makes you think, you know what, that thing works well by itself. So even if you can't afford anything else, 131 I think is worth it, especially the fact that they send donations to the Tank Museum in Bovington, which, if you haven't watched their videos with David Fletcher and David Wiley, which David Fletcher, hilarious man. That man cracks me up all the time. But if you go to their tank chats, like if you go on their tank chats playlist and start from top to bottom, absolutely amazing. And they're the ones who own Tiger 131, the only running tank, and Brickmania actually has a video doing the top 5 tanks in Bovington. So, and you also get to see things like 131 from the Lego perspective compared to its real life counterpart, which is really cool. Other tanks as well. So, you know, 131. Number 4 is the F22 Raptor. Now, this is one of the few modern jet fighters I have by Brickmania. This is a Codio cell kit, and it is huge. I was quite surprised with how big this thing really is. It's another one I have to make a video for sometime. When? I don't know. I'm more focused on World War I and World War II. So, who knows when you get a review of this thing. I know a lot of people probably won't buy this one compared to other kits I have because this is a little more expensive. But, I mean, just look at this thing. It is imposing. And not to mention the fact it actually has the thrust vectoring exhaust. And if I had another set of hands, I would show you, but right now I'm just trying to hold it. This thing is just a beast. It is a monster of a aircraft, and usually you know, to have the stand connected here. You have the aircraft stand connected here to show it off. I have it with my F-16 over there because I don't like the way the F-16 landing gear bends, and might as well take it off the landing gear if I can. But this one, perfectly fine. So really, really fun aircraft to build. Really awesome to look at. It's very imposing. You can just see it from across the room, and it is very strong. A very, very strong aircraft. So, you know, really a great build. Really huge and really expensive. So unfortunately my light turned off, but I can go to my number 3, the Su-27. So this is another one I've only had for a little bit of time, but just look at it. It's, holy Lord, it's huge. It is a massive plane. I kind of got lazy and didn't put on the other Alamo missiles that go on these wing board pylons, but I have it on the stand. As you can see, I can hold it with one hand. It's a little heavy, but I can hold it with one hand and it's still sturdy, which is just amazing once you think about it. It is a really, really nice aircraft, and just the camo, the color scheme on it is, without a doubt, one of the, it's, as you for lack of words. The color scheme is amazing. It's wonderful. Just the attention to detail on this thing, the little ways that he was able to, Dan was able to incorporate this color scheme and do slide tricks like print some of these double-sided or double length cheese slopes, and some of those inverted tiles print the light blue color on there. It's just amazing. Wonderful, wonderful job. Really big plane, really stands out, and you know, this is about the same size as the F-22, like in overall capacity, but it feels a lot heavier. Like, I don't know what it is. This is a beefy plane. Oh yeah, and the way that he gets this nose to angle like that, very interesting. So if you're lucky enough to be like me and be financially irresponsible and want to spend $1,000 on this thing, you can find out how he does this. I'll tell you, it is not easy, and I would never even thought of it myself. So, you know, my first Dan aircraft, well, plane, I think, to that I bought, and I'm extremely happy with it. Really, really awesome kit. Really wonderful. Good job. And it's number 3 on my list. Number 2, the MH-60S Seahawk. Now, I have it in the folded configuration because this is the way I like seeing it, because this is what I see all the time whenever I'm on the carrier. If you didn't know, I spend like almost a year's time on aircraft carriers, but I would see these things all the time, and I gotta say, Dan really killed it. I mean, the general shape of it, it's amazing. The way he caught all these weird shapes over here. I opted not to put the hook in there. I don't know why. I just don't feel like tying knots and all that. The way it folds up is amazing. It's literally just so easy. Boom, boom, boom. And then you click it over to make it stay. The tail easily swings and locks. Doors, really nice. I opted to change to HSC 26, you know, because why not? I prefer HSC 11, which is the squadron that I actually had in my carrier group. But, you know, you deal with what you got. Just amazing attention to details, the printed pieces on the windows and the rescue, the FLIR, not to mention one of the coolest minifigures I have ever seen. You know, American Stutter Shades, the perfect caliber, Scar H, wonderful. So, SH60, or MH60 I think they say. I know that's the SH60 Sierra version. It's number 2. Hopefully we can get a Romeo and get the big old radar dish underneath. That would be cool. But for now, this is my number 2. Now, before I get to my number 1, there are a few that made my list that didn't quite make it. Some of those are like the EZ8 Fury add-on pack. It is awesome. It's a great movie. I love the movie. But, I mean, this would probably been my number 11 if I made it top 11. And it's just such a good looking tank. I mean, you can look at it from a distance and you go, that's Fury. So, you know, really, really nice tank. It deserves an honorable mention. Another one is one of my personal favorite aircraft of all time, the Ju-87 Stuka. The reason why this is one of my favorite aircraft of all time is because it's a dive bomber, and I love, love, love dive bombers. But it just didn't quite make the cut. Don't know why. I just thought the other aircraft and tanks were a little better than this, but all in all, I still need to do a video on it, so don't worry, I will. But one of my favorite aircraft of all time, the Stuka, deserves another honorable mention. And there's just so many I have. So many. But you're probably wanting to see number 1. And you probably know what it is if you've paid attention like if you've paid attention to my comments, or if you ever follow my Instagram. I don't know how many people here are on my Instagram at Slim Shade Millionaire, but I'm not going to leave a link in there. If you want to find it, you can find it. But just search the Brickmania, the Brickmania hashtag, you'll find me eventually. But you probably know what my number 1 is. And I'm just building up the hype now, but I have to go and grab it. Of course, the B-17. Oh mama, this is a aircraft. I mean, 3 feet in wingspan, 2.5 feet in length. This thing is a behemoth. And man, whenever I got this off the Brickmania vault, you could bet your butt I was really happy to find this, or really happy to get this, because I've been trying to get these on eBay and all that for like months. Ever since I found out that Brickmania built this, I've been trying to get my hands on one for so long, and finally during the vault I was able to pick it up. And this thing is no doubt the biggest and heaviest and most awesome, most epic aircraft, or any Brickmania kit in my collection. It's, I mean, just look at it. It probably doesn't even fit on my screen right now. So eventually, sometime, I will get to doing a proper video on this. But for now, you just get slight cuts of it as I try to get all of it in frame, because it is a monster and probably only fits in like half the camera. but you know, I can't see what is on the camera right now, so I'm probably gonna have to redo this one, but who knows. The B-17, without a doubt, number one, probably will stay number one until I get my SR-71. Yes, I bought an SR-71 right after I bought the Su-27. Oh Lord, I'm broke. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my little top 10 list. And, you know, I've, of course, been planning on this, and I was thinking of doing it for 100 subscribers. I saw it was like 98. I'm like, yeah, maybe I should wait a little bit. Who knows? It'll probably take a month or so before I can put this up. And then it jumped over to like 103. I'm like, yeah, oh no, I'm going to have to make this. So, thank you very much for watching. And comment what you think your favorite kit is from Brickmania. I want to know what you guys like. What is your favorite kit? Do you think I messed up and should have put something a little higher? Of course, I'm going to have to start filming more brick build histories, more just reviews in general. And you know, if there's a kit that you want to see get a history lesson on, go ahead and tell me in the comments. I listen to, or I look at every comment, since there's only like 7 of them of videos, so I can easily look at them and go, oh, this person wants to see this person wants to see this, so on and so forth. And then, of course, thanks to everyone who's subscribed already. Thank you to anyone who subscribes from here on then. And, yeah, and there's a lot of people I like to thank MW Bricks for his shout to me. That was really awesome of you, man. Like, I think that's probably what pushed me over the 100 subscriber edge. So, you know, I thought I might as well return the favor here. So if you haven't checked out MW Bricks, you probably should. He spends more of his time with modern military, as you can tell. I spend most of mine with World War I and World War II, a little bit into Cold War. But if you want the more modern stuff, go check him out. You know, go check out Secret Squirrel Bricks. If you think my collection is big, his is bigger. He's got quite the collection of Brickmania and armor bricks and all that. So go check him out. Go check out Shy Time Is My Time, the other guy who did a top 10 list before me. And, you know, just an overall general great dude. Also he's an ex-military member. He was a Marine. You know, Navy's better, but you know, I'll forgive him for that. And there's just so many other people that I can't just think enough. So with that said, I've been Folkerman, and I don't even know how to end this video. I guess do more top 10 lists later on.